Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got some more American craft. First up, a beer from Tired Hands, and they're out of Ardmore, Pennsylvania. I think it's just north of Philly. It's double dry hopped High Road. Pretty simple but effective can artwork. So yeah, it's a double dry hopped double India Pale Ale. Percentage is good question. I've got a feeling with Tired Hands, they quite often don't have the percentage on them. Can't find it anywhere. Cheers, Ghost. Good to see you, brother. All it says is that it's 3 standard drinks. And the other beer I've got is 2.6 standard drinks, and that's an IPA at 6.9. So this must be around, it's probably around the 8 mark, I'd say. High 7s, 8, somewhere like that. So yeah, that's what it looks like. I've had quite a few beers from these guys over the last year. Been pretty good. This is out of my Forward Hops mystery box. So, like some of the other beers I've had, they've got a bit of age on them. So, if they don't drink their best, it's sort of a fair call. But I had 2 yesterday that both drank really well. So, let's see how it goes. Cheers, Paul, brother. A beer from your state, dude. In the camera, it looks very dark. It's not actually that dark. It's like a dark orange, but it's brighter. In the camera, it looks like it's oxidized. It probably is anyway. But yeah, it's about a probably a 3 to 4 finger head. Like as I said, dark orange. As far as the body goes, I would say medium to full, and carbonation's like mild. Let's go a whiff. Whiff. Pretty pleased. Hopefully this beer's all right. It smells all right. The colour's definitely dark, but yeah, on the camera it looks real bad. I have noticed with Tired Hands beers when I've drank them fresh, some of them are quite dark. I really got to get my camera sorted so it shows true colour. So yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good weekend. Sunday morning here. This will be first beer for the day. It's 11:15. I plan on having quite a few today. I didn't really have that many yesterday. So I'm getting grapefruit orange. I'm getting like a white bready base, maybe a touch of caramel. Maybe some mango. And some apricot. It's mainly citrus fruit. There might be a little touch of pine there as well. But yeah, it still smells pretty good. As I said yesterday, the 2 beers that I had, they both had about 3 or 4 months on them, and they both drank really good. Anyway, I'm going in. Cheers. Smooth and creamy mouthfeel. It does have a fair bit of body to it. I'd probably say high-end medium. You can definitely tell it's got a bit of age on it. but it's still drinking okay. You can just tell with some of them because you get more of that like sweet malty character, and the hops fade. Cheers, Free Rider. Good to see you. Cheers, Bumpy. There might be a touch of like lemon zest there as well. One thing I like with tied hands too is I've noticed with a lot of their beers have like their hazies have some bitterness to them, which is good. They sort of start off like sweet, and then you get this bitterness at the finish. They're not necessarily dry like some other like hazies out there. Like some of the ones that are dry, they're the ones that are normally my favourite. Like your monkish. Um, who else does sort of similar? I can't think off the top of my head. Another thing too, when they got a bit of age on them, is if they're boozy, you can definitely tell. But yeah, I'd say there's probably just a normal high road, and then this is the double dry hop version. And being the double dry hops, it would have been a lot better, obviously fresh. But yeah, when it comes to beers like this, and they got a bit of age on them, you sort of got to appreciate for when you're drinking it and what it could have been when it was fresh. Yeah. Yeah, she's only early here. I just seen a few of the UK boys drinking on Sharks Channel and thought it'd be pretty late for them. Feels like it's pretty quiet on YouTube tonight. See, we were meant to have a really hot day today, like hotter than yesterday, but the weather's changed and all of a sudden it's so ridiculous here in Victoria. You'll have like a 40-degree day and it's like hot as hell, muggy, no cloud in the sky. And then the next day it's like 16 degrees and like raining and wet and like windy. It's like I'm going to cook up some big hot dogs for lunch. Don't know what I'll put on them yet, but got some fresh buns there. Yeah, dude. We're right in the heart of summer, but it's very unpredictable. We have some really, really hot days, and then all of a sudden you get a string of like winter weather. Yeah, I love the way it's sort of sitting in the glass. Definitely would have been an awesome beer when it first came out. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just one of the things when it comes to some of the distribution from the US to Australia. You'll get some US beers that are really exciting, and all of a sudden they got like fucking 3 or 4 months on the can already. Sometimes it's the same when we get like UK or European stuff. Yeah, it's always good when we get an air freighted. I mean, you're still going to have a couple of weeks, but if you can get a US beer that's only like say 3 weeks old. It's so much better than drinking them like this. So yeah, tired hands. I've probably had at least a dozen beers from them now. Definitely a decent brewery. It'd be good to try some dark stuff from them. Actually, wouldn't mind a stout today. So this is the beer I'm doing next after this one. It's called Pastels, just a single IPA by Out of Range. They're out of Colorado. So yeah, out of my forward hops mystery box, that'll be all the hop forward beers done now. So at least the beers that were probably going to not be as good with a bit of age on them, they're all gone. The rest of them are like dark beers or sours, and then obviously I've got still got the hype stuff that I got off from another guy, but they're all the hype stuff I got's only a few weeks old or a month or so they're still fine. Back on morning shift this week, unfortunately. I always hate Mondays when I'm on mornings because I have to go in stupidly early. We like just to prepare for the week. All the leaders sort of have to go in early and yeah, do setups and paperwork and all this shit and yeah, I think I end up getting out of bed on a Monday morning at about 3:30 a.m. I'm always absolutely knackered. So yeah, yesterday I just did my 2 reviews like this, and then where did I go after that? Oh, I jumped on Alex's. I was on Alex's stream with Bumpy, Keith, Simo. Who else was on there when I was there? That might have been it. And then yeah, I thought everyone sort of cleared off. Um, yeah, and I tried to get back into Alex's actually, and yeah, something happened. I accidentally clicked out, and then he was off doing something. I couldn't get back in, and I was waiting for ages, and then I just gave up. But then yeah, Drew went live, so I was hanging with him for a bit. You having a beer today, dude? I know Harry was hitting me up, as in Blue Nose, saying he might be keen for a beer. So if he is, I might even do a hangout myself. It's always good having a drink with Harry. As I said, it's not even 11 a.m. here, so all I've had is a coffee and this beer. So one thing I got to remember to do this week is because the Super Bowl here is on a Monday, so it depends on what shift I'm on. But normally I'll take the day off because I really like watching it, and I hate being at work when it's on and all my US mates are celebrating. So yeah, I've got to remember like when I go into work tomorrow to ask for it off. It's awesome. Just I might even go to a Super Bowl party this year in Melbourne, but if not, I normally just like get a heap of US snacks going and smash beers and jump on a few streams and then watch the game. Yeah. Yeah. We'll just see what's going on. But yeah, after I'll do that. I'll do that out of range beer shortly, and then yeah, possibly a hangout after that. It's still pretty early for you guys. Cheers, Dan. Good to see you, brother. It's been a while. Ooh, that sounds good. You got to go a bit of guac. I had some tacos on Tuesday, actually. Good old Taco Tuesday. I finished work pretty late and come home and cooked them at like 11 o'clock at night. They were fucking awesome. The more chili and like the more spice, the better. I was just overloading like ridiculously. Hot wings, cool. Got to go some of that hot sauce you got. Cheers, Jem. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Accidentally clicked on the Hey Bumpy one instead of Sammy. Yeah. I love how, yeah, Joe used to say we don't call them buffalo wings here, we just call them wings. I want to try. I know that like people say they're overrated and they're not even that good, but just after watching that movie, I really want to try those itty bitty little slider burgers. Yeah, I'm going well. I'm just tired like I always am. The joys of being a shift worker. Ah, yep. Yeah, well, normally I'll go like, what have I had in the past? I've had hot dogs, yeah, slider burgers, nachos, um, what else? Oh, there's been other times I've sort of just had stuff that you'd have in Australia, like yeah, party pies and sausage rolls. But yeah, as far as American sort of stuff, I'd say yeah, hot dogs and sliders. I've never done chicken wings. That'd be good, especially with all the hot sauces I've got in the cupboard. Gotta love that hot sauce. So what I'm going to do is wrap this up and start the next review. No, I haven't had corn dogs. One thing I tried, recommended by Leprechaun TV, he told me to try because I'd never done it before to have coleslaw on my hot dogs. Yeah, and fucking unreal. Like if you got yeah, like the hot dog, nice fresh bun, cheese, onion, coleslaw, even some chili, and yeah, mustard. Woo-hoo. Or a hot sauce. It's just so you can just go to town. So many different ingredients. I could go a whiskey today. Actually, not a good idea. When I'm when I'm on morning shift, it's like you got to take it a bit easier on Sunday. So this beer, ooh, as I said, a little bit old, and you can tell. Unfortunate. but most of the others I've had have all been drinking pretty good. So yeah, just this one you can just tell it's got that bit of age on it. Still drank all right, but yeah, I'll score it as I'm drinking sort of now and be like somewhat generous. I would say probably a 4.2 out of 5. I mean, in all honesty, the way it's drinking, I'd probably go even lower. But yeah, I'm just being a little bit fairer. It probably would have been like, yeah, like a 4.3 or 4.4 or something if you had it fresh. You can tell it would have been a nice citrus bomb. Yeah, with just that touch of sort of pine and bitterness, like slightly sweeter malt. Hmm. And yeah, I know it's good when you've had the brewery before, so you sort of know what to expect. But yeah, it's called Double Dry Hopped High Road. And yeah, Tied Hands. They're I think it's just to the northwest of Philly. They've got a decent reputation, and yeah, they've been yeah, we've been lucky in Australia to get quite a few of their beers just in the last year. So yeah, let's hope the outer range beer drinks a bit better. So yeah, this is what I'm doing next, and I'll jump back up in about probably 10 minutes time and do this bad boy. So yeah, this one's only a single, so yeah, a bit lighter. Says hops, Motueka, Dan, Citra, Eldorado, and Mosaic. And yeah, these guys are out of Colorado. So thanks for chiming in on that one. Cheers, Freerider. Yeah, and if you want to see some more, pop back in about 5-10 minutes. Cheers, Susie. Good to see you, mate. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. I'm just wrapping this one up and doing another one in about 10 minutes. Cheers all. See you soon.